two high-stakes meetings in a matter of 24 hours, President Trump is expected to meet the Ukrainian president and Israeli Prime Minister back-to-back at the White House. The outcomes of the crucial meetings could shape the next phase of two of the biggest wars being fought today. Trump is scheduled to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky first, followed by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Both leaders are in Washington to attend the funeral of late Senator Lindsey Graham, but the White House meetings are expected to go far beyond paying tribute. For Zelensky, the priority is keeping American military and intelligence support flowing as Russia steps up missile attacks and peace talks remain stalled. For Netanyahu, the focus is Iran. He wants to convince Trump that Tehran is rebuilding its nuclear program and that now is not the time to ease pressure or return to diplomacy. While one leader wants more support for an ongoing war, the other wants to prevent a war from ending too soon.
אני בדרכי לוושינגטון לפגישה עם ידידנו נשיא ארצות הברית דונלד טראמפ. זו הפגישה השמינית שלי איתו מאז שהוא נבחר לנשיא בקדנציה השנייה שלו. יותר מכל מנהיג בינלאומי אחר, זו זכות גדולה, אבל זו גם אחריות גדולה. מניסיוני כראש הממשלה, צריך לפעול בזמנים המורכבים האלה גם בנחישות גדולה וגם בתבונה גדולה. אנחנו נדון בכל הנושאים שעל הפרק, בראשם איראן, וכמובן שהמטרה שלנו היא לשמור על ביטחוננו וגם להרחיב את מעגל השלום סביבנו.
This is Netanyahu's 8th visit to Washington since Trump returned to office, but this meeting is expected to be very different. Just a few months ago, the two leaders were closely coordinating military action against Iran, but now their priorities have started to diverge. Israel wants to keep maximum pressure on Iran, while Trump wants to avoid getting dragged into a longer conflict, especially with the US election approaching. Netanyahu is expected to present fresh intelligence claiming Iran has moved nuclear centrifuges into the underground Pickaxe Mountain facility near Natanz and argue that Tehran is not negotiating in good faith. Iran has rejected those claims, calling them fabricated. Netanyahu is also expected to raise concerns over reported US plans to sell F-35 fighter jets to Turkey, a proposed US-Saudi civilian nuclear agreement, and American pressure on Israel to withdraw from parts of Lebanon, Gaza, and Syria. This meeting also plays a crucial role in the October elections that Netanyahu will face. By having Trump's backing, Netanyahu can strengthen his campaign.
Ми готуємось до зустрічі з президентом Америки та його командою. Я дякую Америці, я дякую кожному, хто з Україною, з нашими людьми, з нашим захистом життя.
For Zelensky, the biggest concern is making sure Ukraine doesn't lose America's attention. The meeting with Trump comes as Russia has increased long-range missile attacks, while Ukraine has stepped up strikes on Russian oil depots, refineries, and military targets. Trump has recently softened his tone towards Zelensky after months of difficult relations. At their last meeting during the NATO summit in Turkey, he praised the Ukrainian leader and backed stronger air defenses. But US policy has also changed, and this is making Zelensky sweat. Instead of directly sending weapons, the US is relying more on the PURL program, where European countries buy American weapons and then transfer them to Ukraine. Zelensky is expected to push for continued military support, intelligence sharing, and progress towards dignified peace. From shouting matches in the Oval Office to bromance, Trump has hosted both leaders on multiple occasions in different situations. This time, Trump finds himself balancing two very different conflicts at the same time. In Europe, he's trying to revive diplomacy without abandoning Ukraine. In the Middle East, Trump is trying to keep pressure on Iran while preventing another wider regional war. The decisions discussed this week could influence future US military support for Ukraine, America's approach to Iran's nuclear program, security arrangements in Lebanon and Syria, arms sales to Turkey, and even efforts to expand the Abraham Accords. With both Netanyahu and Zelensky looking for American backing, Trump's decision can make or break two of the biggest wars.